Hello, welcome to the bench. This is an update video, which I wasn't going to do because I was going to do a full build video on the Hasegawa ZW100-6 Hitachi front loader. And to be fair, I've got enough footage for episode 1. However, I kind of sat down and just started building, and I just kind of got carried away, and I'm a little bit further down the line than I thought I would be at this point. So, to bring everything in, I'm going to bring it in slowly. So what I started off with, put some in, is I've built up the bottom part or the lower part of the cabin, and I have deliberately gone about making it look as dirty and as filthy as I can. And to be fair, I think I have pretty much succeeded in getting what I wanted. What I've used is, I'll list them at the back end of the video because they're all stacked away at the moment, but I'll list it out as to what I did. I'll take some photos of these and I'll put what I've used on both of these so that you can see what I've been up to and how I've got on. So that is the cab, and I had a great deal of fun playing around with this and getting this to look as dirty and as filthy as possible, but not without going over the top, so to speak. So that's that. I then started on the main assembly and just got carried away. Now, what I've been thinking is that I'm going to build everything up into its sub-assemblies, and then I'm going to do the paintwork before I put everything together. Now, I'm kind of thinking I'm making a rod for my own back here, because something somewhere is no doubt going to go horribly wrong, but I think this is the right way to go. I know you can see a lot of the orange and a lot of the dark coming through, and I've still got to prime this side, but I just wanted to see how much I was going to have to put on just to hide the intensity of the orange plastic. There's also some vinyl hose to go in, but I haven't put those in yet because I want a vinyl hose to remain black rather than get every colour. I'm gonna make it dirty, weathered, chipped, scratched, well used, well abused. I think I'm going to do it in the orange that it shows on the box art, because it will just look a lot better and it won't be as drab all done in green. So I've got some different colour oranges that I'm going to use, and I'm going to, once the primer is done on here, I'm going to then paint over oily still over all of this, and then put some chipping fluid over, and then I'm going to put a layer of orange down, chip it back, more chipping fluid, and repeat and rinse as I'm going through to bring all the way up to what will be the final colour, and then put the dirt over the top, and hopefully it should look filthy. I'm going to use the AK weathering pencils. Now, if I think about it and I actually plan what I'm going to be doing, I will do all of that on video so that you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I've just got to slow my excitement down because I'm actually really enjoying this build, because it is something so completely different and left of centre. So it's looking good so far. So that's that. I'm going to put it over there and then you can see what I'm doing. That's the rear of the vehicle, and this is the front of the vehicle, and they will go together thusly. This, with a little bit more work done to it, will, I think, sit about there. The cab, as he smacks the microphone, the cab will sit roughly about there. You've got the arm on the front, and then you've got, as he says very carefully, you got the bucket at the front. So that's roughly what we're looking at. Now, as you can see, some bits have been primed and some bits haven't. Put that over there, and then you can have a closer look at this. The actual build of this is really nice, and it does go together really well. And I am going to say that if your mojo is taking a bit of a nosedive, I strongly recommend getting one of these, because, as I said, it's so left of centre, it's so different. It opens up to, you could do this as a brand spanking new front loader just rolling off the production line, or you could have so much fun and go down the route that I'm going down, and that is to make it dirty, filthy, well used, well abused, and really had a rough time wherever it is. So we've got the front bit, we've got the rear engine bit. I've still got the grille to go on the front, which will have so the rear light assembly on it, I think, or does it go on there? I can't remember at the moment. Oh, excuse me. The exhaust, I've put an extra hole in it just to give it a little bit more realism, but I've also, I don't know whether it's gonna show, but right at the end of the tip I've just started to poke through with the drill bit, but I'm not too worried because I can put a little bit of rust around there and make it look like it's just starting to go, so to speak. I've still got this little bit of filler to sort out, and oddly enough that's the only top space that I've had to put a little bit of filler in. You could actually get away with not doing that at all. I'm just being super fussy because I am a bit fussy. So that is that. Oh, this is the rear axle that will go under there, but I'm not putting it in because I don't know whether it's going to show up, but just at the end of me pointy stick is where one of the hoses has got to clip onto, and with that in the way you're never going to get in there to attach the hose, so that goes on after the hose has gone in. So it's a little bit back to front and round the wrong way. The bucket is going to be really gnarly and dinked. He's going to have some chunks taken out of this end where it's hit up against some big rocks and boulders. These I'm going to roughly sand down, but not take them away completely, just to make them look like they've worn away. I'm going to put some gouges in to suggest where the heavy rocks and boulders have gone in and gouged on on the metal, and then have all the scratch work underneath here where it's been pushed along the ground or on the concrete or wherever, so that it looks all gnarly. And virtually all of this is probably going to be scratched away at some point. Bits of rust here and there, just to really give it that used look, which is what I want. But above all, it's been a lovely little build. I did get so carried away putting it all together, because once you start building this, it does go together very easily and very quickly. I think in the inbox review that I did, I said that the instructions are a bit busy. They are a little bit busy, but once you get into the swing of things with this one, it as I said, it just falls together. It's almost a bit Tamiya-esque. It drops together. Fit issues, none. No flash whatsoever. Just small amounts of cleanup, no massive filing. So yeah, if you are suffering a little bit of mojo negativity, get one of these and have some fun with it, because you will enjoy this little build, because it does build up really nicely and you have an awful lot of fun with it. So I'm going to take some photos just so you can have a closer look at what I've been up to, and then I'm going to edit all of this and hopefully get it posted up either tonight or maybe later in the week. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. As always, in this time of the world being on fire, stay safe, stay well. If you can, stay in, but if you have to go out to go to work, take care and be careful, and I will see you in the next one.